Hello everybody and welcome to the 12th Riga airport update. We're back here once again at one of the flagship airports here on the channel, at least in my opinion. I really enjoy these Riga airport updates. When we're back here once again, pretty typical update today. We have the main aircraft that you'll find here at Riga in today's update. Nothing too unusual today, but it's always fun to come back here to Riga and see the action going on here. Our first aircraft today is this airBaltic Airbus A220-300 right here in the older livery. This one arrived in from London Gatwick, and it did actually park over here, did not park by the terminal. So I'm assuming what they're going to do is do some work on this aircraft. This one will be staying here overnight, and it did not park in the terminal, so they might be doing some work on this aircraft, but nonetheless, it'll be heading out to Tallinn on the morning of October 13th. All these flights are on October 12th. Not a real specific time, right? These are just kind of early afternoon arrivals here, and then kind of moving into the evening time. But around 3-4 o'clock is around the time frame for this airport update. But that is our first aircraft, and now we'll continue on. We have one more taxiing aircraft, and then we'll move into the action at the terminal. Right here, we have this airBaltic A220-300. Both of our regular liveries we're getting out of the way right away here. Technically, this one isn't a regular livery, and the actual aircraft was in this livery, the 100th A220 sticker on this one. This one arrived in from Vilnius, and it will be heading out to Munich, Germany. And now we'll move into our B gates, starting here with maybe my favorite model, this airBaltic Fokker 50. Of course, these do not fly anymore, but we're still using them here. There have only been 5 airBaltic 1400 models that have ever been produced, and we have them all right here. This one arrived in from Tallinn, Estonia, and it will be later making the flight out to Düsseldorf, Germany. So two flights in a row coming in from a Baltic state and then heading out to Germany. So that's some pattern right there. This one, of course, coming in from Tallinn to the Estonia to the north of Latvia. The previous one coming in from Lithuania, coming in from the south, and then both heading out to Germany. 2 great cities in Germany. I'd definitely love to visit Düsseldorf at some point. That is a city on my list of cities to hit. I like a lot of cities in Germany. Düsseldorf is definitely one of them. Definitely like to visit the Kraftwerk studio, the former Kling Klang studio in Düsseldorf. But that's a story for another time. And now we're lined up on the other side of the B gates, B concourse, B peninsula here. We have on the bottom of your screen the Dragonair. Well, not really Dragonair. It's now I put paper over the Dragonair logos on this A320 right here, so it is a blank A320. Definitely not Dragonair at all. This one is Avion Express Malta, but it's operated by airBaltic. And this one arrived in from Athens, Greece, and it'll be heading out. Or I shouldn't say it's operated by airBaltic. It's not. Really, it's operating for airBaltic. This is one of their leases, these A320s, 2 of them by Avion Express Malta. So that's one of them right there. And well, I only have 1 model that can do it, but they do have 2 in real life. Then behind that one, we have the Latvia 100 years, Latvia Sintskud, Airbus A220-300. This one arrived in from Budapest, and it will be heading out to Frankfurt in Germany. And then finally, we have this Ryanair 737-800, and this one is in from Gothenburg, and it will be heading out to Paris Beauvais. So a nice lineup here of these aircraft. Great lineup right here. 3 different airlines, I guess, but 2 of them are airBaltic in air quotes, I suppose. And then Ryanair. This is a majority of what you'll see here at Riga, airBaltic and Ryanair. So this is a pretty realistic lineup, I guess. Obviously not Dragonair, but it's not Dragonair. I never said it was Dragonair, and it's not Dragonair. So that is it for the B gates, and now we have 3 more aircraft to get, 1 more taxiing aircraft, and then we'll move into our C gates. And right here we have the beautiful NG models, Norwegian 737-800 in the Freddie Mercury tail. The actual aircraft was in the Askill Sandemos livery. I'm sorry that I probably mispronounced that, Axel Sandemos. But this one arrived in from Stockholm, Sweden, and it will be heading back out. They're currently taxiing out for the return flight back out to Stockholm. beautiful model by NG Models. They did a phenomenal job with this one. The detail on this aircraft is great. Yeah, love including this one in the airport updates, and yet again, makes another appearance here. And now our final two aircraft here, we will be beginning with the airBaltic A220-300 once again. This one in the Estonian flag livery. The actual aircraft was in the Lithuanian flag livery. This one arriving from probably airBaltic's most unique route in Dubai. Arriving from Dubai, and it will be heading out to Brussels, Belgium. Yeah, very unique route. The longest A220 flight in the world, and just a very kind of weird one. airBaltic's longest, of course, obviously because it's the longest A220 flight in the world. And yeah, great to see this one here. I don't think I've used this in an airport update, maybe once before actually. But it is always noteworthy when this flight comes in, just because it is pretty unique. But here it is, and it's on a special livery. The next to that one here, we have this Ryanair 737-800. This one was with split scimitars. The actual aircraft did not have those. But anyways, this one arrived in from Manchester, and it will be heading out to Dublin. It is also noteworthy that both of the Ryanair aircraft today were both operated by Buzz. Although they were not in the Buzz livery, they were just in the regular Ryanair livery. Neither of them were MAX 8s. Only the MAX 8s are painted in a Buzz livery. But these are just regular Ryanair liveries. But they still look stunning right here, and that'll do it for this airport update. Thank you all for checking this one out once again. Hope you enjoyed yet another Riga update. These are some of the most consistent updates on the channel, but they do pretty well. They get pretty good viewership whenever I post a Riga update. So thank you guys for supporting this airport. I know it's very unique and not really like what the other airports will do. But this one is going to be here on the channel. As long as I have the channel, this airport will be going. And I've loved doing it over the past summer. And even though it might get a little bit less exciting going into the winter, as Riga is a very seasonal airport. The winters in Latvia are similar to the winters in Minnesota. So it's similar to NSP in that way, that the winter is not the most exciting time. So unfortunately, I don't have enough aircraft to do like a retro Riga update, and that would be really cool. But I really would only be able to put in like 2 aircraft, and that is the as you saw, the airBaltic Fokker 50, and then maybe Lufthansa A320. But it's still fun to do these airport updates, and we'll continue to do them. But that'll do it for this airport update. Thank you all for checking this one out. I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.